Hello and welcome to episode 14 of GC Antics. I'm Griffin.
I'm Colin.
And today we're going to be talking about homecoming and conducting the grade 8 and 9 band classes.
Welcome back for episode 14. Glad to be back again. This past week we had homecoming on Wednesday.
Yes, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, great event.
Yeah.
One of the few, well, it wasn't grad only, but one of the few
It's a senior thing.
senior events of the year. Yeah, it was a great time. For those of you who don't know, I'm assuming, well, I think they have it in America, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some places they call it a snowball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, whatever. But yeah, homecoming was basically just like grad cruise, except it was first and foremost just a dance.
Mm-hmm.
But a dance that lasts 3.5 hours, basically just in our gymnasium.
Yeah. There's also the alumni versus senior basketball games that happened
Yeah,
before.
yeah. That's I really like that. That's cool.
Mm.
I got to catch the end of it, and I think we ended up winning.
I didn't
Not the
know.
alumni, us. People who still go to school.
Yeah. Well,
Those alumni with their jobs and
well,
lives.
some of them are probably in university.
Nah. No.
Okay.
I just want to make fun of them. Don't defend them.
You know, we're going to be alumni.
Nope.
You know, within a year.
No, I'm not graduating this year.
Oh. Right, because our plan is to perpetually fail school so we can stay in band.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I go into the real world?
All dangerous and you gotta pay for stuff, right?
Taxes. But yeah, homecoming was a great event.
It was.
Put on by, well, obviously the grad council. They did a great job decorating.
Yeah, phenomenal job.
Yeah, the theme was a masquerade ball. That went off pretty well.
Masquerade in Paris.
Oh, yeah, okay. But people clued in pretty quick that not only is it next to impossible to dance with a mask on, but it gets really hot.
Yeah.
So, and it was already hot enough in there. So
It was, yeah.
But
Well,
no, it was a good
crammed
time.
So many people into one space.
Yeah. Yeah, the music was a little different from Grad Cruise, but
It was, yeah.
it was more like Grad Cruise was kind of all around, whereas the music at Homecoming was more pop centered. But all in all, the event was still great. It went off without a hitch, right?
It did, yeah. The setup was interesting. I was around for that. And I didn't plan on setting up that day.
Yeah, neither did I. But
It didn't even really occur to me, but we had double spare, which means we have for anyone who isn't at our school, we had a spare at the beginning of lunch and after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I started in on this chalkboard design.
Oh yeah.
That I realized was going to take me a lot longer than like the 15 minutes in that block I had left. So I stayed after school for like another 3 hours and finished this thing.
Yeah. No, that was you did really well on that. Did you put that on Instagram, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
on my Instagram page, which is just my name, Griffin Hater, if you don't know it.
Ooh.
And
That's,
you know, most of our friends have already seen it anyway.
yeah.
because-
Ooh, that's a good name.
Thank you. I didn't really have much hand in choosing it.
But yeah, obviously lots of dancing. Pretty much everybody was dancing the entire time, so that was like Grad Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't have to worry about hitting your head on the ceiling.
No. Yeah, the ceiling
It was hilarious.
The ceiling was low on Grad Cruise.
Very low. And there was dents in it before we were even there.
Mm-hmm. And Riley and Eric put some more dents in it.
Yeah. Minimal blood stains, I'm sure.
Right.
uh,
But yeah, homecoming was a lot of fun.
yeah. Went off without a hitch.
We're gonna have to come back as alumni. in
Yeah, for
future
sure.
Years.
I'm gonna do the basketball game.
Right. Because you're such a basketball player.
Yeah. I'm the best.
Yeah.
I know how to yell Kobe successfully when I make a shot. That
Oh,
makes you good.
That's all you need.
That's what you do. But in other news, our friend Hunter Smith, shout out to Hunter Smith.
Oh yes. Yes.
Took us out to lunch on Thursday because we had a double block spare.
Mm-hmm. Which was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Because we didn't plan on this at all. He just said, "You guys want to go for lunch?"
yeah, and he took us to Mr. Mike's because rich. Well, no, he had a gift card, but the gift card was wealthy. And, yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we were able to do that, but...
It was a very nice lunch, actually.
Yeah, just thought we'd give a shout out to Hunter, because you the real MVP. I mean, Hunter's like that guy who has the Netflix account that everybody else uses.
Yeah.
But he's the guy that actually pays for it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if there was ever more of an MVP, I don't know where they'd be.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Oh, that's precisely
yeah, that was
it.
great. I also got to test out some new driving maneuvers on the way home.
In our little adventure trying to find a Starbucks in Langley.
Yeah. Well, Siri
was doing
terrible.
just fine. Just we weren't doing too well working.
We
with
weren't
Siri.
so hot. Well, Siri's like, what was it? Oh yeah, make a U-turn.
Yeah, Siri.
We're in the middle of Fraser Highway.
Fraser Highway and on 200th, make a U-turn at the intersection. It's in the middle of rush hour.
Yeah. Or sorry, Glover, but still, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like in the middle of an intersection. It's like in 10 meters, make a U-turn. I'm just like, excuse me, no, I can't do that.
There's easily another 20 cars in this intersection at the same time.
Not to mention oncoming traffic in the other lane.
Yeah.
I gotta cross over like 3 lanes and a median.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that was fun. So, me and Siri and I haven't gotten along very well.
Right.
Or just like when we were driving home from Vancouver.
That was so funny. Do you want to tell it?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was with Colin and his dad because we were going to go to this event in Vancouver for the University of Victoria, and on the way back, we wanted to find our way back to Highway 1, the Trans-Canada Highway.
Yeah.
So we asked Siri to take us to Highway 1. Now, the lesson of this story is don't ask Siri for a road, ask for a specific destination.
Yeah.
Because Siri took us to this other road in the subdivision, and across the row of houses and this like bit of grass was the highway. It's like, and that's just basically where Siri took us. It's like,
yeah. Siri says,
"Yep, there's Highway 1. You can see it from here."
It says Highway 1's on your left. And to be fair, in Siri's case, Highway 1 was on our left, but it was only separated by a couple complexes and no road. It wasn't like it's on your left, so take this road and it'll get there. It's like, oh, it's over there. Like, that's like saying that, oh, there's Washington.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's right below us. It's in that direction. So that was great.
Yeah, that was funny. So yeah, don't ask if you're using Siri for directions. Ask for a specific destination.
And if you forget that, maybe just use a map.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But probably one of the most exciting things that happened this week was on Monday. Was it Monday or was it Tuesday? Or was it Wednesday?
I can't remember.
I think it was Tuesday.
Let me check my schedule. Anyway, you.
Yeah, I'll go on. One of the days this week. I think it was a Tuesday, and
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, so after choir, Griffin and I go to the band room because we're on spare and we're going to do band stuff.
Well, that day we were planning to do some instrument repair.
Oh yeah, right.
Stuff.
Yeah,
we're going to go through some of the.
We were going to start on instrument repairs, and we'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
But we showed up and we realized that the grade 9s were in a fritz because there was no teacher.
Yeah,
and
the one of the administrators at the school, Mr. Yu, was there.
Yeah, Mr. Yu was there, and Mr. Yu is great, but Mr. Yu doesn't know much about music. And he was doing a really good job, but we showed up, and Mr. Follett was just like, well, where's the TOC for Mr. Hadley? Because Mr. Hadley was out the entire day doing something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, and it was interesting because basically Mr. Follett ended up asking us, because Mr. Follett had to go out to, the elementary schools.
Yeah. And
he asked Griffin and I if we could conduct and lead the grade 9 band during our first block spare. And because we had spare, there was no issue, and it was a great opportunity.
And we've mentioned before that we've worked with the grade 8s, but we haven't done anything with the grade 9s this year.
Yeah.
With that group, whether it was last year or this year.
Yeah, so we sight read Christmas music.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know what sight reading is, it's basically you play the music the first time you see it. You get the
Yeah,
book, you read
and
it.
yeah, exactly. There's not.
You don't rehearse it ahead of time.
Yeah. So yeah, and Griffin and I took turns conducting Christmas tunes with the grade 9s.
And it's simple Christmas music,
Yeah.
really. But
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that it was high level, but it was a really cool opportunity.
it was, yeah.
To work with, well, for one thing, a band that we've never worked before, and a grade higher, and just being able to teach an entire class.
Yeah, it was,
for.
and we handled like the
At a high
attendance
school
and stuff
class.
like that too.
Yeah, no, it was really great. And then later in the day, we did the same thing with the grade 8 band.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were unpaid subs for the day, so to speak.
Yeah.
But no, it was a lot of fun.
Gave us a little clearer window into what it would be like to be a high school music
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, and I think it went pretty well. So
yeah, it did.
But yeah, it was definitely eye opening.
Yeah, and that grade 8 class at the end of that day and the night of the junior concert showed me like what you do in tight situations with instrument problems. Because the night of the concert there was like 3 clarinet issues that because I was I was just there observing the concert, and there's like 3 clarinet issues that I had to run around and sort out with, including one person who had to borrow my entire clarinet. But yeah, and then this grade 8 class, there was a girl whose tenor sax, there's one key on it that was like coming apart and not working. So while I was conducting, you
that
started
was so
looking
funny.
at that.
Yeah, we're doing an instrument repair, and for those of you who are musicians or know anything about saxophone anatomy, the octave key on the back was basically it was hanging by a thread, and by a thread I mean a little needle like
screw kind of thing.
Yeah, screw that was basically holding it.
Most of the keys you have the metal key piece that sits inside 2 other pieces that are part of the saxophone with like little pins and screws, and there's a little wire spring that's on it to make sure it clicks back right. And
but yeah, the little needle it could have been snapped easily, and it was so yeah, we started off by trying to take it out because we needed to deal with the problem, obviously.
Well, yeah, you started. Well,
yeah,
I was still running the class conducting.
Yeah, Griffin was conducting, and this girl's just like, "Oh, I think there's something wrong with my saxophone." And I looked at him like, "Yes, there definitely is something wrong with your saxophone." So I took it to the side and did that for like 5-7 minutes. And
yeah, basically you got that key back into place.
Yeah, I got the key back into place, and then Griffin's like, "Oh, do you want to switch?" And we basically tagged out like in wrestling, and Griffin finished it off.
Yeah, I looked at this thing and it's like, okay, I need like tools, so I went to the music office.
Yeah, that's
I like this little screwdriver out of the drawer and like pried this thing apart, took it off of there again, and hooked it all back up to
I got it lined up, and then you put it back, so that was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a cool learning curve. But yeah, all in all, a really neat experience.
Yeah.
And gives an insight into what teaching will look like in the future. I think I'll be like a firefighter now.
You've had the music teacher experience. You're done.
No, I don't like kids.
Teach university.
I told them that.
Right.
Yeah. But what Griffin was mentoring. What Griffin was mentioning earlier was the instrument repairs. Well, we were talking about what we did on the saxophone, but what we were doing wasn't really instrument repairs, rather just looking over the instruments.
Yeah.
Our
what we've been going through, because there's lots of instruments that belong to the school, to the music department. So we went through, and I think we're maybe about a third of the way through the woodwinds at least.
Yeah,
we're going
through we're getting there.
Checking which ones need repairs and
what needs
stuff like that.
Yeah, what needs work. Well, most of them all need a lot of them haven't been played
in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, like what was it? Including mine, we have 8 bass clarinets, and the last 5 years we've had maybe 4 used probably. at one time, maybe only 3. So
Yeah, the bass clarinets were interesting though, because a lot of them are missing certain parts, whatever.
they're all missing at least one part.
But some of them have really nice parts, and you're a big bass clarinet
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
So you find one that you like, and then the foot pin on this one's really nice. You just like build your own bass clarinet.
Yeah. You just take them and then
Build
hey,
your
if
dream
nobody's using them, I might as well salvage the nice stuff and just combine and make a super bass clarinet.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that's also really interesting, looking over the anatomy of the instrument.
And we were going through the tenor saxophones, and tenor is I guess it's my primary instrument.
Yeah.
And it made me realize how much better having an intro pro level horn is.
Oh yeah.
Than having these student ones, because I haven't played on a student horn for a while. I have my own.
Mm-hmm.
I've just played it in silver and whatever.
No big.
Anyway, using it for a while, I kind of lose sense of how much better it is, because playing some of these student horns, it's like,
I can't wait till I get my bass clarinet.
Yeah, you're gonna get your own.
Yeah, soon. And we finally applied to Kwantlen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look out, KPU.
What?
Look out, KPU.
We're on the way. Yeah. Yeah, I was really impressed how easy it is to apply.
Yeah, especially because I think the online application is new this year.
I think so.
For the fall
it's
2015
fairly new
semester.
for everything, but and I'm still going to apply for Trinity, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I was going to do it today, but I think I'll just do it sometime this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge rush.
No.
Like for the fall term, like the deadline was August 1st.
Yeah.
For the general admission, because that's what you have to do. You got to do the general admission, then you got to audition. So either way, when
we're both going into Faculty of Music.
Yeah. So either way, when I get the email back if I'm accepted or not, if I'm accepted, then I'm into the school, just not into the program yet. So
yeah,
which is an interesting way to look at it. Like,
yeah,
I'm guaranteed a post-secondary education, but
like you have to get admission twice.
Yeah. What did you put down as your secondary?
I put creative writing under Faculty of Arts.
I put history.
Mm-hmm. And I have a strong interest in history and political science and stuff, as you know. But, I want to stay within the arts as much as I can. And outside of music, I'd probably have to go with some sort of creative writing. Like
I was gonna do English or history, but I've learned this year that I have a pretty strong adoration for history that I didn't know that I had. And that was the other thing that my dad and I were talking about, is the opportunity to maybe be able to teach more than just music.
Yeah.
So that's why I did, it'd be cool to be, the perfect scenario is I would be a music teacher and a PE teacher.
Right.
That'd be so awesome. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
I'd be yelling at kids, why can't you do push-ups in time?
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't difficult.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I would be like as a PE teacher.
Well, the ironic thing is with that, in the lower grades in our school, there's usually 2 PE classes, in the 8s and 9s. Mm-hmm. And one of them is, because the PE is a linear class. And band is a linear
I know
class.
what you're talking about now.
So usually all of the kids in the grade 8 band are also in the same grade 8 PE class.
Yeah, and that was great because,
well,
this year they switched it up a bit because of the 2 grade 8 band classes.
Because there's twice as many grade 8s this year.
Yeah, because my block has my grade 11-12 class.
It's your PE block.
Yes, the block, not the class. My class has 11 and 12s because it's senior PE. And then there's a grade 10 class, a grade 8 class, and a grade 9 class. Yeah. So, we literally have every grade in one block at once, and we got to split it up between, 2 gyms, but one's big, so you can separate it into.
It's kind of crazy how it's split up. I mean, it's not as bad with PE, obviously, because there's more space, but, with the art program, my art class, because I'm in Art 12, that block, it has grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 in the same class. Which is
9, 10, 11, and 12?
9, 10, 11, 12. Which is a nightmare for the teacher, Mr. Grant. I don't know how he handles it.
Yeah, how would you teach that?
Because, he'll be trying to teach something to the grade 10s say, and he's got to keep the grade 9s quiet, and then got to do something interesting with the 12s, but not too difficult for the grades. So it's going to be distracting for them, because there's some stuff that everyone does and some that's just specific to the grades. It's a mess.
He doesn't even teach the grade 9s. He just sits there and says, "Be quiet, I'm trying to teach the grade 12s."
Exactly. And there's like 30 kids in the same room too.
Oh, really?
That everyone's asking for help like every 5 minutes. And
well, yeah.
Yeah.
that's insane, but yeah, that was one of the things I like. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving senior PE and not having to do dance and stuff. Not that I dislike dance, because I do enjoy dance.
They told us in grade 10 that in senior PE you don't have to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
And look what showed up.
Yeah, and look what I had to do.
I am so glad I didn't take it.
It was so funny. And then they're like, "Oh, well, it's not really gymnastics, it's more of a dance routine."
Right.
And I'm like, "Oh, cool, it's a dance, like, that's pretty neat." And they're like, "Oh, but it's like the floor routine." I'm like, "That sounds like gymnastics." Oh, wait, because it is.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's actually, that's pretty fun, surprisingly, but you wouldn't think so at first. But yeah, some of the best memories that I'm going to have leaving high school was the fact that I got to share band and PE with my friends. And yeah, that's really cool, because not very many people get the chance to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and ironically too, the stereotype of like the band kids being, well, like
kind of unathletic.
Yeah, like an age-old stereotype.
The band geek.
Yeah, I'm assuming that we're more mature than that now, because at least for our grade, the most athletic kids in the school are in band.
Yeah.
And actually in the entire school, pretty much the most athletic kids are in. It doesn't even have to be band, just an art.
Or at least used to be in band.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I'm talking like a fine art, or an art in general, like.
Yeah, not just music.
Yeah, art.
Musical theater.
Drama. Yeah. And it's really great to be part of such a great community of kids, especially in high school, because you're not going to find that at every high school.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's characteristic of smaller high schools as well.
Yeah.
This Poppy only has around 800 or so students.
Yeah. It's probably more like 850 now.
Yeah, which I guess isn't too small, but compare it to like Walnut Grove Secondary School.
Or Lord Tweedsmuir.
Which is like 2,000 students.
Yeah, those are the two schools that escalate 2,000.
You can get lost in those places.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, well, they've got like a row of lockers that stretches like 100 meters.
And in Poppy, you never get lost because it's built in a square.
Yeah.
You're never lost, you're just taking the long way.
And Brookswood's like that too. It's like the exact same.
Yeah, and Mountain was built the same.
Oh, great.
But Mountain, Brookswood, and Poppy each have their own additions that have been put on over the years, like the band room and Poppy, and the drama wing and stuff like that.
To be surrounded by such a great group of people, though, day in and day out, is honestly a pleasure, and I do mean that.
It is, yeah.
With Christmas fast approaching, what are we now? About... What are we? 11 days away?
Oh, what's the date today?
13th today, right? 14th today. Yeah, we're 11 days away, roughly. Christmas is coming. Like winter. Winter is coming, and so is Christmas.
Yeah, because it's not winter yet.
Yeah. How can you tell? It's like -5 out.
Yeah. Except for the fact that it's still sunny here.
Yeah.
That never happens here.
I know, but it's still cold. But with Christmas fast approaching and Christmas shopping already here, yes. Christmas shopping is probably my least favorite thing ever in the world.
The malls are a zoo. All the department stores are a zoo.
It's actually funny you would mention that, because I saw a post from our friend Amy. Shout out to Amy Ryla from school.
Yeah.
On Instagram, she posted a picture of her at the SkyTrain and talking about how she's going Christmas shopping in Vancouver on a Saturday. and that's what I said. I don't remember what I put, but I put some sort of comment where I put like tips hat as salute or something. Yeah. And I'm like good luck.
What a trooper.
Yeah, like holy, like, oh, that's daring.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get in fights. But yeah, Christmas shopping, it is like a zoo. It's insane.
It is, yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know how people do it.
Amazon is your friend. Do it all from home.
Yeah. But I went with Riley on... When was that? Oh, that was Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I went with Riley and we went Christmas shopping.
Uh-huh.
And it was pretty busy, but not as busy as, obviously, on a weekend.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny, because one thing that I never understood is people know that places are always busy on the weekend.
But they all go on the weekend.
Yeah, and then but you would think because they'd all know, they'd be like, oh, I'm going to be smarter than the average person and go on a Thursday. But no, they think, oh no, that person's probably thinking what I'm thinking. They're going to go on the Thursday. I'll just continue and go on the weekend. And then everybody shows up on the weekend. Nobody wins. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Christmas shopping's definitely a haul.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that they have out in stores is pretty cool. We were looking at those at the source. We were looking at those. Remember that light up like water?
Oh, when all of us went shopping, yeah.
Yeah, and
the
it
speakers
makes
that lit up and had water that
Yeah,
with the music.
Yeah, and it had. But I don't remember when we went. Did we have the water shoot up with the rhythm of the music?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, yeah, because so we saw those again. That's pretty neat.
Yeah,
that's pretty. It's affordable. It's like
but you know
$40.
They're speakers, so the most important part is do they sound good?
Yeah, but and then I saw a Game of Thrones lampshade with
really?
the Iron Throne.
Oh, nice.
At the base, and then the I think it was like House Stark, the emblem on the like around the actual shade part.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, they got some good stuff out for Christmas.
Yeah.
But
one thing I seem to see all like every year is the Batman cookie jar.
Oh yeah. One of the things I'm most anxious to know is, like, obviously we were just talking about how there's a bunch of different things made specifically for Christmas, but I wonder what it is, like the normal stuff you see in stores, what the most popular thing is that people would buy.
Yeah.
Or the most popular sets of things.
I don't even know where I'd begin to guess, really.
Yeah. See, because people don't need to buy Christmas music, because they play that on the radio enough.
Yeah.
So you don't need to go out of your way to buy the...
There's, like... It depends, like, each year, obviously. I mean, everyone's saying, like, the Frozen stuff is going to be the biggest this year.
Oh, yeah?
Which I wouldn't be surprised.
Frozen was last year.
I know, but...
Whatever. I love Frozen, don't get me wrong, but... Let's all just take a second, step back.
The branding's
yeah,
kind of being
it's
shoved down
crazy.
our throats.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like I enjoyed Frozen, but I don't think Frozen's the best movie Disney's made.
No.
But it is very good.
It is.
But so was How to Train Your Dragon. Not that was Disney, I'm just comparing it to another animated
it
film.
wasn't.
It could have been.
Any other animated films you want to throw out there?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of like Rango. Remember Rango?
Right.
The lizard?
Yeah.
That's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Don't mock me.
Whatever you say.
But yeah, I wonder what goes, like, and I'm not talking about, like, wrapping paper. Like, like the sale of wrapping paper goes up 20%.
This year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So you got.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna get much snow this year.
Are we on snow now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
We already had snow, and then
that's why I brought it up, because we had it, and now we don't.
Hopefully it'll snow for Christmas, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be up in Williams Lake, so I think they do have snow. So that'll be cool. I'll go drifting
in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more unintentional when it's in the snow. Like, you're not really trying to drift; it just happens.
Call him the unintentional drifter. That sounds like something completely different.
That'd be a great movie title.
Yeah.
Let's make a movie.
Okay.
The unintentional drifter.
That's great.
Oh.
Well, what should our discussion topic this week be?
Well, I think for this week, why don't you tell us about what you think of Christmas shopping? Maybe one of the things that you can mix it up a bit too if you want to talk about one of the best things you got for Christmas, or what was maybe the coolest thing you saw while you were out shopping.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be pretty neat, so.
Yeah. And like last week, based on what happened last week, let us know if you want us to call you in the middle of recording the show.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Send
Hook
us
up with us, and
send
yeah,
us
we'll
an
figure
email,
that out.
gcpodantics@gmail.com.
I thought it was at Yahoo.
No, it's not at Yahoo.
Hotmail. Shaw webmail.
Yeah, it's really professional if you have it on Hotmail.
Or Yahoo.
Well, Yahoo.
Search us up on Bing.
No, don't use Bing.
Bing is love, Bing is life.
Oh, man.
Oh. Okay, well. Oh, I really do hope we get snow.
I mean, me too.
Okay.
Get away from the topic of Bing.
Yeah.
As fast
Whatever
as
gets,
possible.
whatever takes Bing out of the picture.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh. Well, on count of our hopes and dreams for snow, I'm Colin.
I'm Griffin.
This has been GC Antics episode 14.